Hi friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Rachel. Today I'll just be discussing the best high yield savings account that I found in Canada for 2023. Of course, before I get started, I just want to say a big shout out to everyone you see on the screen here. These are the people that left a comment on my last video. I'm so grateful for every like, for every comment, for all my subscribers. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. So, just as a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor by any means. This video is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm just trying to make some financial moves for my family, and I thought to share everything that I find that might help somebody else out there. I know that this is tailored to the Canadian residents, but if you live anywhere else in the world, please do some research. I'm sure you'll find some other high yield savings accounts in your country as well. So let's get started with this video here. The first thing that I want to talk about is the history of saving money. And as I was doing some research, I discovered that in the 15th century, people used like clay pots, kitchen clay pots, which they called PYGG, to save their extra coins and their extra money. And this evolved to what is now known as the piggy bank. So you see people save money in my country, we call it kolo, where it's like usually like a wooden box and it has just a small opening for you to put in money in there. So you can put in your spare cash or your spare coins. Until this day, people still use it. So they save money in some people like to save money in cash and they put it in their houses. Maybe if they have like a safe or a special drawer in the house, or some people even use like mattresses. They put their money under their mattress. All of these are great, except that you only see the money that you put in there. There is no form of interest whatsoever because it's saved outside of a financial institution. And that's fine if that is all you want. But if you're like me and you want to save and you want the money to yield some sort of interest, then this video will be for you because I went out to search for different options to save money and I found five different banks and credit unions that would be like a good idea for you to save your money. So on my screen here, I just have the different banks that I was able to find. So let's start with Simply Financial. I just have their website open here. If you go to the menu, it tells you the different types of accounts that they have and the different packages. Starting with the accounts, it says that they have no fee check-in, so that's great because with my traditional bank they charge me a monthly fee on my check-in, and yeah, just my check-in. But right now they have a promo going on for me, so I have not been paying anything for my checking account, which is great. But once that promo is done, then I'll start paying for checking, and that is it's hard for me to understand because I get my paychecks in there. I pay my mortgage to the same bank, and I don't know why they would still want to charge me a fee to house my money. I don't know. It's beyond me. But this particular bank, Simply Financial, it's an online bank. It says there is no fee for your checking account. It has high interest savings. You can open a USD savings account, student banking, and the rest. If you come here, you can see that they also offer mortgages. If you want to, buy a house, you can look into that. And then borrowing, you can get a personal line of credit or a secured line of credit. The only difference between these two that I'm aware of is that the personal line of credit, you don't need a collateral. They just give you based on maybe your credit score and maybe your relationship with the bank and all of that. So you don't need a collateral for this one. But the interest for this is higher than this one most times. This one is a secured line of credit, and this one you would have a collateral. So maybe you can put down your house as a collateral or a land or something valuable you can use for this, and the interest rate is lower. Then when it comes to the personal loan, so that one is more like a fixed amount that you get from the bank, and it also doesn't have any collateral, so that's also good. But the interest rates will definitely be higher than the secured loan. The difference that I know of between the personal loan and the personal line of credit is that the personal line of credit is more like it works more like a credit card. So you have a limit which is definitely way higher than your usual credit card limits. And then you can, take from it, pay it back. The limit goes back to the original amount, take from it again, pay it back, and that kind of thing. Meanwhile, the personal loan is a fixed amount that you get at once, and then you pay that off over a period of time. I hope I made sense there. They also have some investment options. You can open your RRSP savings account. You can open a GIC, tax-free savings account, and all that. So it looks like a good idea, but let's just stick to why we are here. We're looking for the high interest savings. So on the high interest savings account page, if I just scroll down, I'm just looking for their interest rates, to be honest. Yeah, we know there is no fees, which is great. Yeah, so this is where we have the interest. So the thing about this one is that right now they have a new client offer. It says that if you are a new client, then you get 5% interest on your savings. But there's a catch. The offer is only till January 31st, 2023. And I searched this website. I don't know what their rate will be after that date. So in my opinion, this is not something that I would advise. Well, like I mentioned, I'm not advisable. I'm not really too interested in this particular one just because I don't know. Why didn't they tell me what the rate is? Like even if you click on this plus sign here, it takes you down here, and it also just mentions that if you open this account between November 1st and January 31st, that's your period offer, and you get that 5%, interest rate, but it doesn't tell me what the interest rate will be after that time is done. So that's just it. So if you have like a lump sum that you're trying to, get quick cash on before 31st of January, maybe this would be a good idea to get 5% on this one and then move it afterwards. I don't know. You need to read their terms and conditions carefully. Maybe they would say you can't take out the money for maybe 90 days or something. So that's why it's very important to read terms and conditions. Here it says it comes with no minimum balance. You earn great interest rates on every dollar, skip transaction fees. This one is like the most annoying thing about banking, like traditional banks, transaction fees. But then and then it says it has access to your save. You can have access to your savings if you need them. And this one doesn't tell me how soon I can have access to my money when I need them. But let's just leave that as that. So that's just it. That's the first option that I have for you guys. Simply Financial. You may want to look into this if you're looking for a high yield savings account within Canada. This looks like a good idea. If you have some money that you're looking to stash somewhere before January 31st, you might want to look into this one. Number two, let's go to EQ. This is the one that I personally use. I'm not saying anybody should go sign up for this one in particular. Please do your research, guys. I'm just giving you all the options that I found. This is the one that I use. And to be honest, the reason why I went with this one is because they don't have any promotional percentages going on. I opened this account last year and it has always been 2.5. They put it up higher at some points for new customers, but old customers still got 2.5%. I really enjoyed their consistency, so I went with this one. So let's just see what this one has to offer. It says you earn up to 250 times more than other banks, 2.5% interest for every customer. That was the catch for me. No minimum fees, free Interact e-transfers. Interact is just the means where we transfer payments from one bank to another within Canada. I don't know if it's used outside Canada as well, but that's it. And some companies or some banks charge fees, but this one is free. It also has free electronic funds transfer and free bill payments. So it was good enough for me. And here it shows a couple of their other products. You can have international money transfers, joint savings plus accounts, US dollars, TFSA, RRSP, and just the same thing that Simply Financial has, and also GICs. So that's great. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. The reason why I went with this one, like I said, is their consistency. They also put a clause, to be honest, they put a clause to say that they can change that amount at any time. But for a year now that I've been with them, they haven't changed that amount. So I'm just fine with that. You can look up EQ Bank as well. This is a great option. Next, let's go to New Financial. For this one, it says they are giving out 2.25% interest on top. On top what? Keep your money and earn 2.25 interest on top. All right. Okay. So this is the interest rate that they are offering. I like to always check what these things mean. So I'll scroll down to see if I can find what that one will talk about. Let's just look as we go. Keep your money and earn more on top. No fees. That's a good thing about online banks. Unlimited free transactions. That's great. No minimums required. Awesome. Automate your payments. Great. Any bank does that. Fund your account in 3 ways. So these are 3 options to fund your account. It looks simple enough. Just looking for what that one means. Right. So here it says interest is calculated daily with the new money account on the total closing balance and paid monthly. Rate is effective as of August 10th, 2022 and is per annum and subject to change without notice. Okay, so that's not too bad. So that sounds a little bit more like the EQ as well. It's just that this one is a little bit less than the EQ. EQ gives 2.5 and then this one gives 2.25. So yeah. So next, let's check out Tangerine. So Tangerine says that you can earn up to $400 and a 5% savings interest. It also has that one here. So this one is to attract you. Okay, see the $400, 65% run up and sign up with us. But what happens after that promo is over? That is what I'm more interested in. So let's see if they talk about that. Okay, so it says that earn up to $400 cash back. So that's 20% cash back when you shop online or in apps for 60 days. Okay, and then that's a maximum of $400. So for you to be able to get this $400, you have to spend a lot of money. I'm not I'm not very pleased with that. I'm trying to save money, so no thank you. And then next it says earn a 5% savings rate. It still has this one here. I'm still trying to look for what that means. Okay, it says earn 5% interest on your savings account for 5 months. Okay. All right, that's not too bad. Well, let's see whether it tells us what the interest rate comes to after that 5 months is over. Let me click on here. It doesn't really tell me much here. It just says that the promotional rate begins on the date all offer qualifying conditions have been met and expires at the end of 153 days. So this one is also just a promotional rate, you guys. So don't be too deceived by the 5%. I don't know what the rate is going to be after that offer period is over. Let's see if we can find that. So this is one here. It says the Tangerine Bank, the bank, new client, 5% interest rate and Visa debit 20% cashback bundle offers offer. The offer is available to new Tangerine clients who or whose. So the first thing is that you have to create your account between December 7th, 2022 to March 30th, 2023. So that's the offer period. Okay, it says you have to become a Tangerine client using this promo code. Okay. Next, it says you have to open an applicable savings account as defined above within 30 days of the date their client's number was created. Okay. Open a Tangerine checking account within 30 days of the date their client's number was created. All right. So you have to have a savings account and a checkings account. Okay. And meet any additional terms and conditions. This one is too long, I beg. This one is too much. Okay, let's get down to this one. So the promotional rate will apply to deposits made to eligible clients applicable. Say, oh goodness, too much English. All right, so they're offering that amount. The 5% promo is for 5 months, and they still don't tell me what the rate comes to afterwards. And that's a little bit iffy for me. If you can't spell it out, then I don't trust you, to be honest. So this would be like I'll rate everything after I'm done, but this is definitely not in my top 2. Anyway, so these are the 4 financial institutions that I found that are like online banks. So I just want to add credit union now. The first credit union that I found is Achiever Financial. It tells me here that it's 3.25%, which looks really great. But the thing about the credit union is that you have to be a member. to be to open an account with them. You can't just open an account with a credit union. You have to be a member, and then there are some terms and conditions that you have to meet before you can be a member. So maybe a credit union can say you have to be located in a certain area, you have to pay a membership fee, but it's not a bad idea to look at. If you've never, looked into credit unions, it might be a good idea because unlike banks, they are not for profit per se. They share their profits at the end of the year with their members. So they keep a little bit for themselves to, grow and better their systems, but they share most of their earnings with their members. So that's not a bad idea at all. And then if you're looking to get a mortgage and you're a member of a credit union, you can imagine that your mortgage rate will be much more preferable to like regular banks. So this might be a good idea. Current mortgage now is fixed for 5 years, but for sure, before the end of the fifth year, we're already looking to do some research on a credit union to join. That way, we can renew the mortgage using a different financial institution. Hopefully, we can get a better rate. So for sure, we'll be looking into this one. But for today, we're only talking about high interest savings accounts. So these ones also say that you have no minimum balance, automatic savings program, no monthly account fees. This is like a big win for me. I don't like those monthly fees, to be honest. And I don't really get why banks charge monthly fees. Like, you already use my money to do so many things, and you don't even give me any interest for it. So why are you charging me? Why are you charging me monthly fees? It doesn't make much sense to me. Then it says $1 per month paid to you when you choose to receive your documents electronically. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, this one offers 3.25. So this is the highest in all the options that I have seen today. You may just want to look into it. Like I mentioned, I'm not telling you to choose anyone in particular, but do your research. I'm just giving you the options that I found. So that is one credit union. And then as a bonus, I found another credit union that offers the same amount for the percentage, 3.25. It's called Outlook Financial. It also looks great. If you're, not interested in having the money back for some time, if you do like a 1 year term, the interest rate goes up. Can you see how juicy this looks? 4.65. That looks really good. And then if you do 2 years, it's higher, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years becomes 5%. So let me know in the comments, do you already have like a high yield savings account within Canada or even outside of Canada? Let's learn from you as well. Let us know the name and what the interest rate is currently. For me, I use EQ, like I said, and that's because it's 2.5% interest for every customer. And if you check this asterisk that you have here, it just talks about the fact that the interest rate is calculated daily on the total closing balance and paid monthly, and that rates are per annum and subject to change without notice. So that's reasonable in my opinion. So, I go with this one because it gives me peace of mind. It's easy to transfer money from one account to another. It's easy to get my money. I just love it. So in order of how I like all of this, I like the credit unions because they give a higher interest rates. But if I were to choose based on my own experience, EQ would be my number one. Neo Financial will be number two, just because they also are not promoting any special rates in quotes. It's just a flat amount for all customers right now, although the interest rate is lower. Then I'll check out the credit unions before I'll go for Tangerine or Simply Financial. That's just how I would rate them. For sure, EQ is my number one. I just love EQ Bank and I'm very satisfied with their service. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 250. I'm so close to 250. Please hit that subscribe button for me. Thank you so much and have a great day. God bless.